How's it going? Today is the day that I will hopefully be getting my uh, pilot jets for Doc. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of work on the headlight bracket while I wait. This is something I was looking at what I had, and I liked what I had, but it just wasn't strong enough. So I was like, well, let me get a thicker material. I did. This is this is 12 gauge, I believe. So some pretty thick stuff. And these were sort of more of the original kind of bracket that I had in mind for that headlight. But when I did these up, I think the first time I did these, I did them in 14 gauge first off. So it would have been, because I think that's what I put on there anyhow, so it would have been just as flimsy. But I did them in a weird way. It was a whole lot of bending and stuff that was kind of unnecessary. I sort of over designed it, I guess you could say. But I think this time around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount them here where I had the other ones, and then just put a bend in it roughly about here to fold it back out like so. So it'll be kind of something like about like right there. And then maybe chop the top of these off, because I really don't need it to go I don't need it to go way up there. That's way too high. So I think I'll chop it off maybe somewhere around in there, and the light will mount somewhere about there. So, well, I have made it roughly about this far in this little endeavor. I think maybe what I'm thinking about doing now, I don't know though. I mean, I could always make more of these if I had to. But I'm thinking that I might not even actually have to cut these down. I might actually be able to utilize them as they are. And just sort of keep it like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what I can do. I was kind of thinking about maybe putting another little slight bend in this. Like, instead of having them, and it's kind of wacky because the bike's on lean, so we got to get on Doc's level. So instead of having them like that, because that's what they would be as I held the light in there. But then I was also thinking of putting maybe about here, putting a little, like bending it back this way, so that they would have, the bottom of it would have this kind of shape, and it would go up and then straight, like it would, yeah. The task is done, or as done as it's going to be for now. I like it. It still kind of has a, but it is very, very solid. With a coat of paint and a little bit more straightening out, I think it'll look pretty neat. I am on the fence, however, though, I will say, just because I don't know. My initial thought is that this might be way too much metal, like just way too much space. Like, maybe I was thinking originally, like I said, I was going to probably mount the light somewhere around in here. And I kind of wanted to test this idea out before I, chopped that off and drilled a hole down here and couldn't go back. But like I said, I actually kind of like where it's at. It's kind of a neat look. and it will be painted black, so it's not like it's gonna stand out like that. You know, it's not like it's not like it's gonna be shiny like the light. So I don't know. We'll see. I may tonight at work. Oh, I like it from that angle, man. Tonight at work, I will run another set of those, and then I will use I'll use a brake press to do my bends. So those will be, you know, factory grade and all that kind of stuff. So it should look pretty decent. I should be able to get a pretty decent outcome with the machines there at work. And then what I'll do is I'll keep this pair, and with this set I'll chop it off, drill a hole down here, and mount the light further down in this. And then with the other pair that I'm going to make tonight, I will leave them this long, but I'll just kind of make sure that I get all of my bends and stuff in the exact same spot, and kind of test and see which one I prefer better. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we got so what has happened is I have ordered the wrong jets for my carbs. I need what is the air jet for, and I pulled it out. Here it is. Now, showing you this might be something, at least on this camera. So, I mean, just bask in how tiny it is. Right. Let me try and do the YouTuber thing where there. Alright. So this is what I need. And that's not what I got. So I thought I needed pilot jets. It's cool. I mean, they're, I guess, cheap enough. I have new air jets on the way. So what that does is that now just allows me to just work on some other, like button some other stuff up, see if I can't finish up some things before those get here. That way Doc can be in a better spot, hopefully, when I do actually get to ride it. So I guess what I'm going to do now today is I got these are my headlight brackets that I did at work. One of them is just a little goofy. I think maybe, I don't know, the die, the backstops on the machine that you push this up against to get your bend, I might not have had one of them set in exactly the same spot. Who knows, really. It could have been, I honestly, thinking about it, it was probably the first one, whichever one that happens to be, because they're close enough that I can't tell which one I bent first. But the first one I bent, I did have to make some adjustments to the program. So, I don't know, I feel like that might be it, because that one looks kind of overbent, that plane there. Could just be my eyes. I can work on these and get the light mounted on the front of the bike. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Time for a little test fit. Okay. Put you down there. Maybe not. think these will be, I don't know about this particular set, because this is going to be the set where the light sits up pretty high. I might, wish I could stop doing that. I might opt to take the other set and cut them there. I might like that a little better. Maybe something like that. The light will probably go down a bit like so. I know you guys don't have the best view at the moment. We'll get the holes drilled in that so I can actually attach the light to it. Well, I like it. I don't know. The more I see it, the more I like it. I think that one looks good. I might just paint this one and leave it on there for now, and sort of do the other one up, get it ready, and then maybe at some point down the road I'll swap it out and see how I like it. But yeah, I think I like the other ones better, to be honest with you. I don't know, now that I've seen it, those almost, it seems awkward because they're short. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the other ones. They're painting right now. Oh, you can't see that at all. There you go. Yeah, got them roasting in the sun. The following morning after work, here they are. It seems as that I did a pretty decent scratch and shoot or whatever, you know. The battery box I actually got from a subscriber. He lives in a small town just north of the small town that I live in. It's also surrounded by cornfields. He's like, "Hey, I got this box, man. If you think it'll work with what you're doing." So it was gray, and I scratched it down and shot it, and then here are them light brackets that I went with. They look pretty decent. So I guess I'll go throw them on the bike, see what's up. Well, that is angled way too far down, I feel, just looking at it. Yeah, way too far down. But I can adjust that. That'll be fine. I like it. I think it looks pretty neat. It is unfortunate though, because it does appear that it will indeed still shake pretty badly, probably, but we'll see how bad it is. If it's not too bad, then whatever, it'll be fine. Aside from that, it's just we're really just waiting. I mean, I got one other thing that I'm thinking about doing. I noticed that when I was doing the wiring and all that stuff, I noticed that the tail light was actually had it was, a part of the LED strip that's in there was going out. I lost a couple of them, so that light appears to be going bad on me. I bought a new one that might match the front of the bike a bit more. Thinking about putting that on. Other than that, it's working on the front fender till them jets come in. Oh, I still got the speedo cable too. I got the bike moved out. I don't know as if them air jets are gonna get here in time for this video. So I think what I'm gonna do is I got a new tail light. Now I don't really know if I'm gonna go ham and wire it completely in. But I can get it put on the bike and sort of look and see what's going on there and kind of figure it out as I go. Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do some modifying to these two little arms that the light bolts to, which you will see momentarily. Alright, so yeah. There. It's gonna be one of those days, I see. Okay. Yeah, we'll go over to the bench. Ta-da! So, I know for sure already. Got it. So, this hole here needs to be drilled out and made bigger, but I don't really have a whole lot of material left on that one side, so I'm gonna try and drill it out because it doesn't need to go much bigger, so I might be okay. It's not like a load-bearing thing, it just has to hold the light. So yeah, I'm just gonna go one size bigger than that, which won't be enough, but I kind of want to sneak up on it. I got the new bolt for the light. This screws into the back of the light, and it really doesn't need to be that much bigger. It honestly kind of seems like it almost might thread through there. That's how close it is. So try this one. I can't use the little vise anymore. Alright, well, I got those drilled out. They go down in there, pretty decent. Back over to the bike. Alright, well, you guys ready to see the light? I just remembered that I hadn't shown you and actually showed you the light yet, I don't think. Bam! I think it'll, let me try not to lose all of that, right? I think it will, match the front headlight a bit better. Please do not go off. Get all this stuff just finger tight. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like it. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we'll take a little walk around. I mean, yeah, for real. Alright, well, what's got to happen now, since I got that on there, I don't really know if that's exactly where it's going to stay like that. I think maybe, I kind of feel like it might need to be moved back just a little bit. But I don't know. It seems like it might be fine just where it's at, and if there's no reason to change that, then whatever, you know. But so now, before I go unhooking everything, I need to figure out what's wired to what, so I need to get this crap off of here. And see what wires go where, and I don't know. Yeah, let me get this crap off of here real quick, and we'll see what we can do. It's a little easier than I thought. Here's gonna put up a fight. So it would appear that yellow in this light is power, so I'm going to say that red in this one is power. Blue will be the brown. You guys probably can't even see that from there. I'll run the blue as the brown down to the switch to your stoplight, or your brake light, your actual brake light. And black will be the green to the ground. We'll see if that works. After a little bit of testing and a little bit of reading, the wiring for this light's supposed to be, I guess, blue is your hot all the time, so from the battery or whatever. Black is, they said negative, so I'm taking that as that's going to the ground. And then red is for your actual stoplight and plate light. I got the battery from a different project here that I'm just gonna show off here real quick. I think, I mean, it at least lights up. So just the blue and the black make it light up and everything is on. I'm thinking that this will sort of work like your high beam switch whenever you hit the brakes and you pull a little pin on that resistor. So the one true tragedy is that I don't have any more connectors. Like, I can hardwire it together, but I would really enjoy the capability of replacing this whenever this light inevitably burns out. So I will have to go to the hardware store. They got that on there. I'll have to go make a trip to the hardware store, as much as I don't want to. If they're even open today. Yeah. And get new connectors. So that's where we're at. We got her, I think. What I did was I wound up just finding some connections that were gonna work, instead of going and driving at least 12 miles one way just to get 3 little connectors, which I probably couldn't buy just 3 little connectors. I would probably have to buy a little box or a bag that comes with like 15 or 20 of them or something, But nevertheless, got it all wired in. It's all cool. Can't really see this stuff sitting behind the rail, and it'll even get tucked up. I'll zip tie it. Hopefully try and make it look just a tiny little bit neater. There's not much I can do about that because that blue wire is taut, we'll say. But it does work. It's kind of a bad angle. The bike's up against the wall, but I'm not really looking to move stuff around right now, so. But I can get you in there and get my hand out of the way. So there you go. I got the plate light is on, running light, brake light. So fingers in the way again, cool. But yeah, there we go. We got her. So I think that was going to be it for this one. The video is currently sitting at somewhere over 30 minutes. I would like to trim some fat off of it. I don't think it needs to be over 30 minutes just for what I've done. Didn't even touch the brake pedal yet. All I did was paint a couple things and get the rear light on. So, but I feel okay about that for now. It'll be fine. I got the air jets are on the way, and I still got a couple of other things I can tinker with and to pass the time. But that, thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and yeah, catch you next time.